Breaking news out of the electric vehicle battery recycling world. One of the most closely watched green energy startups in America is shaking things up, and not in a good way. Redwood Materials, the battery recycling company founded by Tesla co-founder J.B. Straubel, is undergoing significant layoffs and a major restructuring, and the company's chief operating officer is among those heading for the exit. Let's break this down, because this story is bigger than just one executive departure. Redwood Materials has long been considered one of the crown jewels of the American clean energy startup ecosystem. J.B. Straubel, the brilliant mind who helped engineer Tesla's rise to dominance, stepped away from Elon Musk's empire to build what he called the future of sustainable battery materials. The idea was bold: collect used batteries, break them down, recover the critical minerals inside, and feed them back into the supply chain. A circular economy for the electric vehicle age. Investors loved it. The money poured in. The company expanded rapidly. But now, the reality check has arrived. In an all-staff email, Straubel himself acknowledged what many inside the industry had quietly been whispering: that parts of Redwood Materials, quote, have expanded faster than needed. That is a remarkable admission from a founder of his stature, and it tells you everything about the pressure the company is currently under. Straubel says he is actively working to reduce layers of management across the organization, streamlining what had become, by his own account, a bloated corporate structure that grew too quickly in a market that was moving in unpredictable directions. Now, the COO's departure is confirmed, and we're also hearing about additional executives identified as Mayhew, Urquiza, and Lozano who have also left the building. None of them responded to requests for comment. Redwood Materials itself declined to address their specific departures individually, which, let's be honest, speaks volumes on its own. So what happened here? How does a company that was supposed to be leading the charge on critical materials recycling find itself cutting staff and restructuring at a time when the demand for battery-grade materials should theoretically be surging? The answer is complicated. The electric vehicle market has not grown at the pace that analysts and investors predicted just a few years ago. Consumer adoption has slowed. Government incentives have shifted. And competition, both domestically and from overseas, particularly from China, has been relentless and brutal. Straubel himself acknowledged in his message to employees that the company has, quote, successfully adapted to changes in the market that have bankrupted many of our competitors. That's a pointed statement. He's essentially saying we are still standing, even as others have fallen. But standing is not the same as thriving. The restructuring appears designed to do one thing: get leaner, get more focused, and survive what is shaping up to be a very difficult period for the entire green energy startup sector. Straubel wrote that the company is, quote, confident that we can deliver on our critical projects with a smaller team that is more focused. He also insisted he is, quote, more excited than ever about the path ahead as Redwood works to build what he describes as the most integrated and cost-effective critical materials and energy storage business in the world. Passionate words. But the people who just lost their jobs may be hearing them very differently tonight. This is a story that extends far beyond Redwood Materials. It is a warning signal for the entire clean energy startup space that vision, funding, and even the best possible founding pedigree cannot insulate you from market reality forever. The question now is whether J.B. Straubel's leaner, meaner Redwood Materials can deliver on its enormous promise, or whether this restructuring is just the beginning of a much longer and more painful reckoning. Stay with us. This story is far from over.